2 has two games. Two games that prefer overpriced sports. What a letdown this thing has begun. Really? The Switch 2 only has two games as well? Yes, currently as of now, the Switch 2 technically only does have two major games, but the console has only been out for a couple of months. Give Nintendo a freaking break. Okay, the Switch 2 has only been out for like 3 months, and you have a lot coming for the Switch 2. You have Pokemon coming out, which I know people could say, but it's also on the Switch 1. But more people are buying the game on the Switch 2 than the Switch 1. Which is despite the Switch 1 still existing and still having a lot of people playing the Switch 1 as well. It seems that more people just want to play it on the new console if they have the new console. Why not get the Switch 2 version? And so, but the Switch 1 version is cheaper. They'll use the excuse. And of course, you have a new Hyrule Warriors game, which those games actually sell pretty well. The last Hyrule Warriors game sold like 4 to 5 million copies, according to Koei Tecmo. And actually, the last Hyrule Warriors game actually is actually the best-selling Warriors game in history. Yeah, that's actually kind of crazy if you think about it. And so, Fire Emblem, an IP that's rapidly growing in popularity. No surprise, Nintendo is making another Fire Emblem. Obviously, as well. Of course, maybe Fire Emblem is not for you, but also we have Tomodachi Life, which will likely be played on the Switch 2 as well. Which, yeah, people will probably get the game to play on the Switch 2 as well. Won't be surprised if Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream, gets a Switch 2 version as well, you know, of down the line or something like that. But even then, it's still a major game being released by Nintendo. You have a Pokemon spin-off coming out. You have a new Mario Tennis game coming out for like February. And of course, you have the GOAT of all video games, Kirby Air Riders. Probably gonna be one of the greatest games of all time. Not lying about that one. Then you have Metroid Prime 4 coming out as well, which the Switch 2 version on every site is selling better than the Switch 1 version as well. Well, and yeah, the Switch 2 has more games coming out as well here. And you have Kirby Air Riders coming out, which is, I think it's going to sell way better than people think as well. You know? But yeah, there you go about the Switch 2. But yeah, the Switch 2 is going to be having a lot more games next year. You have Mario Tennis, you have Fire Emblem coming out next year, you have Pokeopia coming out as well. And you also have the new Yoshi game, which I actually completely forgot about the new Yoshi game as well. You have a lot of games, you have a lot of smaller releases coming out over the next year. But I think we're still going to have a big release announced next year as well. The big game for the holidays. This year's big games are obviously Pokemon and Metroid as well. Again, I think Nintendo really wants to push Metroid as one of the big games. But I'm actually glad Nintendo trying to grow some of those smaller IPs. Like, Metroid has never really sold very well. And now Nintendo is trying to push Metroid Prime 4 as like the one of the big games of the holidays, where it's actually doing that type of stuff will actually increase sales of lesser known IPs because more and more normies will play it. Goodbye.